Hey, everybody. Tim here with
Maggie,
and we're here for another episode of Tim and Maggie Talk Movies. A little bit different this time. Usually we've come into these episodes with some sort of very specific thing we're going to talk about. We've got a few different things to talk about tonight. Primarily, we're going to talk about MoviePass and how it is going into the shitter. We're also going to talk about that new Venom trailer, which is shitter, and we're going to talk about some other stuff. We'll get into it. So first off, my beautiful Blu-rays have disappeared. Maggie and I are getting married in
19 days.
19 days. And so we're moving away from this beautiful place here. And so all the Blu-rays are now sitting in an undisclosed location, unbeknownst to anybody other than us and our families. So, yeah, so they're gone. But we still got some up there. We got Justice League is here.
Yeah, we started unpacking the Blu-rays in an undisclosed location, and then he went, ooh, I should probably take this back. I'll watch it. And I was like, will you?
I'm prepared to watch it. The all that DC footage at Comic-Con, which I actually haven't talked about any of it, really got me excited. That Shazam trailer I liked a lot. I really liked the Aquaman trailer. So I was excited. I'm like, hey, let me watch some Justice League and see what I think. I also wanted to rewatch Wonder Woman. That's more fair, right? To rewatch Wonder Woman.
But look at all those other movies you have up there.
Name some of those movies I got up there.
Justice League, Wonder Woman, Last Jedi, Split, Quiet Place, Mama.
Mama's good.
Boogie Nights, Magnolia.
All the PTA movies are up there.
Punch Drunk Love, yeah.
All the PTAs.
Because he wants to make me watch them.
Okay, so she doesn't like Phantom Thread, but that's the only PTA she's seen.
Right.
So cut me a break. I want to get you to watch the rest of them. All right, so yeah, I'm like finishing editing the Venom trailer video. Anywho, so let's talk about MoviePass.
Which neither of us have.
Neither of us have MoviePass, although I know twos of people that have it. So personally, yes.
I know famous people.
Right off the bat, I just want to say I think MoviePass is a really good idea. I think that ultimately, though, it obviously
help there.
Couldn't be sustained, which I think is what we saw. Because originally it was about a year ago. MoviePass has been around for a while, but it was about a year ago that they said $9.99 every month, and what is it? It was one movie a day.
No 3D.
No 3D, no
IMAX.
Premium format like an Ultra Screen or an IMAX or a Dolby Cinema at your AMC. None of that. No reserved seating online. But you could see a movie a day and no repeat movies. So if you use your MoviePass to see Thor Ragnarok, you can't use it to see Thor Ragnarok again. I think that, though, as somebody who, I work for a movie theater, so I see movies for free, but if I weren't working at a movie theater and it was July of 2017 and that was the offer that was given to me and I knew right off the bat I'm going to want to see Thor Ragnarok 2 or 3 times, it's still a pretty good deal to see it for free the one time. But most movies we end up usually seeing once. Right. And I could see pretty much as many movies as I want as long as it doesn't overlap. So overall, I think that MoviePass was a pretty good idea. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, no, definitely. When he was contemplating different jobs, we were always like, but how would we see the movies?
It's true.
And it was always like, oh, well, we'll just get MoviePass. And even though it will be between the two of us for us each to have one, it would be $20 a month, but that would be worth it for the amount we would pay otherwise.
Yeah.
The amount of movies that we see.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now getting into what's happening now. A little bit ago, we found out that, MoviePass isn't doing so hot, which it makes sense, though, because, if only I have the number here. it was after they brought it down to $9.99. The community grew into over 3 million members. And this is coming from Collider.com, an article that they posted this morning at 8 a.m. by Adam Chitwood. He cites it as over 3 million members when they started that $9.99 a month thing. Maggie's brother, Robert,
jumped on that. He
has MoviePass. Because he doesn't work at a theater. He loves seeing movies. That makes sense for him.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 million people jump on, but how are the theaters getting paid? And that's the big question that everybody's always thinking of is, okay, so that there's no problem with having, this really great card, this MoviePass, but how can it be sustained as a company?
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't really make sense because obviously MoviePass is going to have to pay AMC theaters, Carmike, Regal, Marcus theaters, all these theater chains or independent theaters even, they got to get their money somehow.
Yeah.
The studios got to get their money. MoviePass is paying for it. How? And I think that now that's really what's happened is it's gone down the crapper. And as someone who works at a theater, there have been times where, the MoviePass just comes right as a credit card. Have you ever seen one?
Yeah, Robert. I've seen Robert.
Yeah, so it's a credit card. And when we ring it up at the theater, it's ring up a normal ticket, swipe the credit card. That's all we do. But from what I understand, people have to check in on some app.
Mm-hmm.
Some versions of it, you have to take a picture of the ticket.
I think they added that feature.
Taking the picture of the ticket?
Yeah, Robert,
for what purpose?
I forget. He told me. I think it was to prove
that you saw the movie?
That you saw it or that you were there? I can't remember.
It's dumb. Anywho, but I remember it was back in March when all of a sudden I was swiping someone's card and it wouldn't print for Red Sparrow.
Oh, no.
It would not work for Red Sparrow. Monday comes along, and I read this article, probably on Collider.com, about how MoviePass blocked out Red Sparrow for every MoviePass user in certain areas. They just blacked it out.
Why?
And that is, I don't know.
Or they just
maybe I think what I ended up reading was that they wanted to test how pissed people would be, I think. To try to gauge, can we block out certain movies?
Yeah.
Well, now this is where it gets really...
Was it Red Sparrow's opening weekend?
Yeah, it was the opening weekend of Red Sparrow. It didn't work all weekend for any MoviePass user where I was.
That's rough.
Yeah. And that's happened a couple times since. I can't remember specific movies, but I remember the Red Sparrow thing. So now I'm just going to read this part of the article from Collider this morning, Collider.com. Things came to a head this past weekend when many MoviePass members found that Mission Impossible Fallout was completely unavailable on the app.
Oh.
A MoviePass member could still have purchased the ticket the traditional way, but subscribers felt cheated as they already paid for the service that was seemingly blacking out a major release.
Right.
So then they go on to list the official announced today new steps towards profitability. This is from MoviePass. These are the changes that they have made. Actions have been implemented, are currently cutting the monthly burn by 60%. A future increase of the standard pricing plan to $14.95 per month within the next 30 days. First run movies on opening on more than 1,000 screens to be limited in their availability during the first 2 weeks unless made available on a promotional basis, and implementation of additional tactics to prevent abuse of the MoviePass service. So basically, what they're saying is they're going to charge you an extra $5 a month. You can't see new movies for the first 2 weeks, and that's supposedly supposed to help.
Well, it's just going to make
profits.
less people use it.
Yes, 100%. And
That's
here,
awful.
Yeah. The other thing is that to think about, AMC just launched this new A Stubs membership. Do you know anything about it?
I knew a little about their regular Stubs membership, but I don't know if I've heard anything about the other one.
So this new AMC Stubs membership, it's A-list Stubs, I believe. It's $20 a month. But you can see 3 movies a week for free. So let's say Oh, and it works on IMAX, 3D, all special things for AMC. It works on all of it. So let's say an evening IMAX ticket
is $20
in 3D. Let's say, yeah, you're going to see
Avengers
or Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah.
In 3D IMAX. That's $20.
Yeah. That's worth it. 100%.
You can see the same movie multiple times, I believe.
Even if you can't.
Yeah, well, and then the other thing is they can all be used in the same day. So you want to see a triple feature all on a Wednesday, you can do it.
Yeah.
If you want to see a movie on Sunday, a movie on Wednesday, and a movie on Thursday, you can do it. And it resets every Friday. So it resets on Friday, 3 movies a week. It can be used in 3D, IMAX, Dolby, it can all of that, as well as you can use it online to purchase tickets to pre-buy reserve seating. And that's
pretty good.
And that's $20 a month.
That's really good, especially the reserve seating part.
Yeah.
Then you really I know with MoviePass with my brother, we like to go to a busier theater in our area, but we almost always have to buy tickets ahead of time because otherwise it sells out.
Yeah.
And so my brother never comes with us because he always has to go to the slower theater because he can't buy tickets ahead of time.
Yeah. So then, and that's obviously a really big perk of it is the advanced seating because with the AMC thing. And so that's $20 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So now this is going to be $15 a month. So still cheaper to do this, but again, can't see a new movie for the first 2 weeks.
That completely destroys the point.
And that's exactly the point.
Yeah.
The title in this video was, "Is MoviePass dead?"
Yes.
Yeah, I think this pretty much puts the nail in the coffin. And I feel bad because, like I said at the top, MoviePass is a really good idea.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was doomed from the beginning only because eventually an AMC or a Regal was going to come around and do this. It was bound to happen. Yeah. And AMC's thing is awesome. If we had more AMC theaters around us, I would sign up for that in a heartbeat.
Definitely.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Because, full disclosure, I work for Marcus Theaters. I see free movies there. But if there was an AMC 10 minutes from my house, I would still do it, even though I get free movies at Marcus because of the IMAX thing.
Yeah.
Because the IMAX thing is a deal breaker. To be able to go see an IMAX movie, 3 different IMAX movies a week, not a month, a week. That would be awesome. I could have seen Avengers Infinity War
3 times
a week in IMAX for $20 a month. That's a no-brainer. So I think it was just a matter of time before this happened. They go on to say some other stuff about, just how, it's gotten 3 million people. A bunch of people have already jumped off.
I was going to say, can you just jump off, no matter what?
Yeah, you can cancel your subscriptions. Another number here. That AMC subscription service has garnered, it's only been out for 5 weeks, and it has 175,000 people signed up in the first 5 weeks, which is pretty awesome.
And then you have to remember that not AMC is everywhere. They are in the most major cities, but for us, it wouldn't be worth it.
Well, AMC is the biggest theater chain in the world, but like you said, we're in the Midwest. Marcus Theaters is very big in the Midwest. But AMC's they're everywhere. So those major cities that you're talking about, this is probably a big chunk of it, because I believe that $19.95 a month or $20 a month for that AMC A-list, that's not subject to where you're living. So for us, an evening 3D IMAX ticket is $18, but in LA, that ticket's probably $30. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but that ticket's probably $30 to see Ant-Man and the Wasp in 3D and IMAX at 7 p.m. is probably $30 at an AMC theater. So this is just a no-brainer for me. And the other thing too is because AMC is such a big company, they can control everything money-wise, profit-wise, within their own company, and it's all them. Whereas MoviePass was having to please a lot of people. Do you have anything else to add on the movie pass?
No, I feel bad for my brother.
Oh, I do have a quote from Robert Parker. I asked him to be on the show tonight. I don't think I'll be available for the show tonight. You can quote me as a MoviePass subscriber. Oh, wait. Well, it's Robert, so whatever. Quote, I'm worried. So there you go, from Robert Parker, right from his mouth. Okay, so one of the next things I wanted to talk about was that new Venom trailer.
Ugh.
I have just posted a trailer reaction video to it. So before I give my thoughts, which are in that video, I will let Maggie take the floor. Maggie, take it.
Well, first of all, I know very little about Venom. What I know about Venom is Tobey Maguire dancing in the street. And then all of a sudden that one guy, Topher Grace,
good pull, baby.
Trying to kill Tobey Maguire now all of a sudden.
And
yeah, so that's all I know about Venom. This seemed very different. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Venom is a villain. Question mark? Or is he a anti-hero?
Yeah, he's a villain initially, becomes an anti-hero.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I couldn't tell from the trailer. Like, I honestly have no idea where this is going. The only thing that you could tell is sort of like how Venom becomes a thing, like with the testing on humans, then somehow, because I can't even remember the name of what's-his-face's character, he goes to like of Tom Hardy's character.
Eddie Brock.
Right, so Eddie goes and he's like trying to like figure out what's going on in this lab, and somehow he gets Venom on him. He calls him like a parasite at the end, and that was like cool, I guess. Like it's kind of basic, which is fine. I'm sure it's his usual origin or whatever. But then like, yeah, kind of went crazy. There was that weird shot towards the end where it was like Venom like surrounding Tom Hardy, but then there was like another Venom, and they were like fight. I don't know. That was really weird. And the shot was like a second long. And I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be getting from this. And then the end thing was stupid. He just like ate a person and then walked on by. I was like, if he's not a villain, why is Tom Hardy okay with his like other half, his parasite, like eating people? Or was that guy a bad guy? Like, I don't know. I'm real confused. I kind of like the idea of the voice in his head kind of thing. I think that's kind of cool. And like there was a shot where like it was like behind him and coming around, and they were like talking to each other, which I thought was interesting. But I like have no idea what's going on, and maybe that's for the better. But it also is not doing anything that makes me want to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that about sums up my thoughts on it. That was what I said in my video. Was that this trailer did nothing to make me want to see this movie. If anything, it actually makes me want to see it less.
100%.
I liked that last trailer more.
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I think they're trying to show Venom maybe a little bit more because people reacted so well to that shot at the end of the last trailer where he was all like,
we are
right, and like he did the whole face thing, and like there's lots of memes about that. But because people seem to like that, I think they were trying to show more of it. But I wonder if they showed even too much already.
I think so. I think hearing him talk that much was a little
who voices Venom? Is it Tom Hardy or is it something else?
I am going to look that up
because that's what I was wondering the whole time. And because honestly, there was a part where he was talking, and I was like, I literally cannot understand what he's saying.
Same.
Would not be surprised if this was Tom Hardy.
Since
he's very, very known for not being able to be understood.
I am not seeing
like a voice
on the IMDb.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was him because like that's definitely not out of his wheelhouse. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I don't want to be Mr. Krabby all down on these movies all the time because I was just
what is these movies?
Well, just big budget action CGI movies because he's listed as Eddie Brock of Venom.
/ Venom. So he probably
no
is.
Voice. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. I just did an Alita Battle Angel trailer reaction video, and it's my most disliked video ever. It only has 190 views, but it has like 18 dislikes. Everyone in the comment section was like, "Get the fuck off the air! That guy doesn't know what he's talking." This guy, like, they were all getting mad at me because I said I thought the CGI was bad and I thought the CGI in Aquaman was good. I'm fucking sorry, okay? But in this one, I thought the CGI wasn't that good. Like,
it was alright.
It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't like it didn't do anything to make me think that this movie was going to be anything special. And I'm a big Spider-Man fan. So like anything remotely related to Spider-Man, I take a little bit more seriously than I probably should. And Spider-Man 3 hurt me real deep down. So I like I said in my trailer reaction video, I think that not having Spider-Man in this movie is a mistake. And I could be wrong.
Him.
Oh yeah. He's dead.
Spoilers.
Forgot about that.
Haven't seen Avengers.
Jesus. But yeah, I think that I don't know, like the thing that you said about the shot where it's like coming off of him or whatever, even that to me, it just seemed goofy. The whole thing, that's a great word to describe it for me, is goofy. It just seemed goofy.
So is that like a thing where like Venom is like a different like entity, or?
And I'm gonna be completely honest. My Spider-Man knowledge of the comics is, I'd say, the most out of any superhero comic book. But when it comes to Venom stuff, I actually surprisingly do not know a lot. I've seen the movie. I've read a few Venom comics and Venom storylines, and then I have the Marvel Encyclopedia, so I know stuff from there. But as far as like, that like it being half him, half, it very well could be, but I don't know.
I just don't remember that from Spider-Man 3.
No, he did do that in Spider-Man 3,
like,
where it like came, like the symbiote like came off and he talked to him. That did happen. So maybe that would make sense. And that's not really the stuff that bothers me. When he comes out and like Eddie's talking and it's like the half face and everything.
I think that was a cool shot.
Yeah, like that part, that doesn't bother me. It's the dialogue. Like the whole, like, what did he say? He's like, I'm going to eat your head off. And you're going to be walking around and like, I feel like it was trying to go for like this comedy and it just like was
it
not.
Supposed to be comedy? I thought he was supposed to be threatening.
I don't know. It wasn't landing for me.
But it was weird because he was just like Venom, like in this store. And then all of a sudden, because it wasn't Tom Hardy talking, it was Venom. And then all of a sudden he like eats this guy. And then all of a sudden it's just Tom Hardy again. And he's talking to this lady who clearly he like knows.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is strange.
So I'm still going to go see the movie. I'm still going to be there opening night, but it's just, to me, I think that this movie would have benefited from being a hard R-rated.
Do we know what the rating is yet?
No, it's not rated yet.
Because I thought it was supposed to be R-rated. I thought that was like part of the deal.
Well, I think what I heard was that the Comic-Con footage that was shown was pretty gruesome, and that it seems based on that footage that it's going to be R-rated, but that I don't know 100%. I don't think anyone knows 100% except for the people making the movie. But there's no like red band trailer.
That's true.
So I think this movie would have benefited from being a hard R-rated, like gritty movie. And I know that's like the cool thing is to do the gritty like Dark Knight movie, but I think this one particularly would have benefited from that. Again, I could be totally wrong because the comics.
Could be that.
It could be that, but if that's what they're going for, this trailer does not show that at all. And I think the action does look cool. It looks a little generic, but I think they could do some really cool stuff, like that shot you said at the end, where it's like the other big Venom or whatever, and him fighting. And the other thing to remember too is Woody Harrelson is in this movie. We haven't seen a lick of him yet. If he
I think he was that other Venom thing.
Well, he's supposedly playing Carnage. And if that was Carnage, that's not what Carnage looks like. So I'd be upset. But yeah, if we don't really know, like, other than Riz Ahmed, like, if he's the main villain, but if Woody Harrelson is in the movie and he's the main villain, like, then for all I know, there's half of this movie we haven't seen in the trailers.
Which would not be a bad
That's what I'm saying, that there could be this whole other part of this movie that we have no idea about, and then the movie comes out and it's awesome. Just right now, I'm not feeling it.
Sure.
Because the last few Sony-only Spider-Verse movies have been rough.
Yeah.
So, those are our thoughts on the Venom trailer. Couple more things I want to get into quickly. What, are you tired or something?
No, we had 5 viewers, now we're at 3.
Ooh, we lost a couple.
View.
Ooh, that's right. James Carpenter's watching. He commented.
I was trying to reach the chat before and I couldn't. I wanted to see.
So some people were freaking out on the internet, as they do, because I believe it was IMAX posted that Avengers 4 was going to be coming out in April, even though currently it's slated for May 3rd, 2019. And people were losing their minds. And later found out that, no, stop freaking out. Stop it. It's coming out in other countries in April.
Well, and for all we know, they could pull what they did this time, and it could come out in April, but as of right now.
That is not the case. So people were freaking out, but don't freak out. It's okay. And Avengers Infinity War just came out on digital today. We rewatched the movie.
We did.
It's a blast and a half.
We slept, though.
Well, for a little bit. But it was okay. It's the 6th time we've seen the movie.
Yeah.
So then it's all right. We saw the important parts. That's all that matters. You see the important parts of the movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, Avengers 4 is coming out in May 3rd, 2019. We got Captain Marvel before it, Spider-Man after it in July. Very exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to it. Are you?
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
My life will be very different in May 3rd. But yeah.
We'll be married.
Yeah, that's not.
We'll be married when Venom comes out.
What I'm referring to, but yes.
Oh, yeah. And then the only other thing that I thought was of note for us to talk about from the movie news of the world this week was that a new image, Wonder Woman 2, Pedro.
I saw that.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
You saw that? What'd you think of that?
Looks like a villain.
Yeah.
I bet no. My prediction. I bet he's a government agent. I bet he's trying to help her. I bet he can't be trusted. I wonder where we've
Has he
seen
done that before?
Yeah.
In what movie did he do that?
Equalizer.
And?
Well, in general, we've just been watching a lot of movies.
No, he did the same thing in Kingsman 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about that with Equalizer. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's good though. I like him.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. All for it.
The image is cool though. I like this.
He's like sitting in a car, right?
Yeah, but it's like Wonder Woman 1984, I believe.
Yeah.
I like the whole
80s.
The 80s vibe, and obviously we've only seen a few images. Still don't know how Steve Trevor is back, but it's very, very exciting stuff. Wonder Woman.
I imagine that I feel like it's gonna be like a fantasy or something. Like she's just gonna
or it's his son.
I feel like she's gonna see him everywhere and he's gonna be haunting her.
Yeah, I don't know. If that's the case, why wasn't that happening in Justice League? Oh, well, I guess
because
this
it's
is
so much
1984.
later.
Yeah.
And her whole thing is Justice League is I've lost someone too, but I'm better now.
Even though that completely reverts her character in the Wonder Woman movie.
We don't have to talk.
Fucking Justice League. Oh, and then I remember the other thing I wanted to talk about. Quick, we can make this quick. I believe in us to do this. Mission Impossible Fallout.
Oh, I don't know.
Is in theaters now.
See it.
See it. We have a review on here. I reviewed the movie. I reviewed the movie. Posted a review. So be sure to check that out. And the movie's awesome.
I worry for Tom Cruise.
I gave it a 5 out of 5.
I gave it 4.5 because I'm not like Tim, where I make myself do full stars.
I do. I've adopted the full star method, where I no longer give out half stars. It's either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Or if I really, really hate a movie and it's really, really horrible, I'll give it the half star.
Yeah.
But like I said, Mission Impossible Fallout. It's in theaters now. Go and see it. That's my shameless promotion for Paramount.
You're welcome.
Give me some money, Paramount. And the movie's filled with beautiful, wonderful action set pieces. So I thought it'd be fun to just take a minute and talk about Tommy Cruise and all of the great action set pieces in Mission Impossible. And I would like to start off by saying that my personal favorite, as of right now, is still going to be that water jump dive in Rogue Nation.
Oh, we're talking about the entire.
I'm talking the entire
franchise?
series.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about Fallout.
No, we don't want to spoil the movie.
Oh.
Unless you have a very specific one that you can give non-spoilers to.
Well, the end, and then.
Well, that's not a spoiler. It's in the trailer. The helicopter chase.
Well, and then the part where he's on the cliff. That's also in the trailer.
That's a spoiler. We don't want to.
It's in the trailer.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
And then also, just because we knew that they had the part where he broke his foot, we knew what was happening. So there's a part where right before that happens, he jumps over a lot of buildings. So each time we were like, oh, this is gonna be the one. And that was good.
No, the movie's really, really good. But yeah, no, Rogue Nation is probably still
that water one is awful.
That movie is probably still my favorite in the series because I think the action set pieces overall in Rogue Nation are better. I think the plane holding, I think the whole fight with him and Ilsa where he's tied up to the thing and he jumps off of the pole, and he's just a beast in that movie.
Yeah.
I think the whole opera set piece, it kind of fizzles out towards the end, but I just think that movie as a whole is better.
Yeah.
But Fallout has some amazing set pieces. The bathroom fight is really, really great. The car chases and the motorcycle chases and the foot chases, pretty much all in a 30-minute chunk are just friggin' spectacular.
I mean, obviously the other big one in the franchise is in not Ghost Protocol is the fourth one.
Yes.
Obviously the building thing.
The Dubai scene.
When we rewatched it before we watched the Fallout, I was so tense. I was like, I can't do this.
Tommy Cruise breaking hearts. Yeah, he's gonna die.
I'm so worried about him.
He's 56.
Yeah.
That's insane.
He's gonna hurt.
You're insane, Tom, but I love you.
I appreciate it, but I'm scared for you.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, I just wanted to give a little bit of sprinkling love to Mission Impossible 4, 5, and 6. And 3. I like 3
His running
too.
scene in 3?
His running in 3 is amazing. He sprints down that, and JJ's tracking shot is just beautiful. It was funny. I think you told me about the video, but then I actually watched it, where they talked about, I think it was Rotten Tomatoes or somebody calculated how many steps he's run in the entire franchise, or maybe it was all of his movies.
It was all of his movies.
Yeah, so, and it was they gave a number, and he just goes, well, that's awesome, but when I do those, we actually do 6 or 7 takes. So I'm actually doing running even more than what you see. And I'm like, Tom Cruise, you devil. It was very good. So, well, anyway, guys, I think that about does it for this wonderful installment of Tim and Maggie Talk Movies. We hadn't done one of these in a while, and today I said, you know what? I'm going to force my fiance against her will to do an episode. So I'm glad that Maggie could join me and talk about some movie stuff. We're getting married in
19 days.
19 days. So this set will change. There probably won't be a set. Or if there is, I don't know what we'll do. We'll figure something out. But Maggie's going to law school.
That's what I was referring to earlier.
Yes. And she's going to be very, very busy. So we got to get as many episodes in as we can before she never is on another video again. Maybe I'll post some vlogs where I'm just hey, Maggie. And just be say hi to YouTube. I don't know. But anyway, guys, thanks as always for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and hit subscribe. It helps us out a great deal. It helps you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and all of the latest movie reviews. And also, while I'm thinking about it, if you're not on Stardust, get on Stardust. It's really great. They're actually running a promotion right now where if you tweet your profile and some other random stuff, you'll get a $10 Fandango gift card. So I got mine today because I tweeted and was yay, Stardust. So join it. It's free to join. You just need your phone number, I believe, to sign up. And it's awesome. You take 30-second reviews to any episode of TV that's available, any movie in the world. trailers, what have you. You can just take a quick reaction, tweet it out, put it on Facebook. I usually just tweet mine out, but it's really, really fun because it's a little different than the YouTube space. So I really enjoy it. And also, I haven't done a video on this yet. I don't know why. Be on Letterboxd if you're not on Letterboxd yet.
Yes.
If you're not on Letterboxd yet, get on Letterboxd. You can follow Maggie and myself on Letterboxd. It's just a film diary, basically.
But you can like write reviews and stuff.
Yeah, you write reviews, you log movies, so you can see lists, great lists. You can watch a movie, or you can see what we're watching, see what we're rating movies. We can have a conversation about them. It's a really, really great place, and that's Letterboxd. Letter BOXD. They have an app on iOS and Android, and just the regular website. So definitely check that out. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and Stardust at Tim Loves Movies. And Maggie, where can the people find you?
They can find me in all of those places also at May24 Maggie, I believe is my...
MAE.
Right, MAE24 MAGGIE.
Yeah, all those places.
All those places.
Yeah.
But I don't post on Stardust yet. I haven't gotten to that. But I have an account.
Yeah, but you're in mine, so it works out.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks as always for watching, and until next time, have a good one.